Hi, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Sagittarius, this is your monthly read for December of 2023. We're going to start with an overall view, overall feel, and then use a couple of decks to really get into the message, and then have Archangel Michael come out at the end to see if he has anything extra inspirational, extra advice for you for the month of December. First, I want to thank you so much for your likes and subscribes. It really has helped the channel get moving, and I'm so appreciative of that, so thank you so much. Also, if you're interested in your own personal reading, you can read about it in the description. Send me a message. What do we have for Sagittarius, please, for the month of December? Sagittarius. First card out, Dragonfly. I knew it. I didn't know the Dragonfly was going to come out, but I knew that I was watching something the other day, and we were talking about the Dragonfly's journey. And if I can think back now, it was something crazy. Like, I'm going to completely butcher this story now. It was like in the moment, it was like I knew I was supposed to pay more attention to it, because I was like, this is going to come up. This is going to be this is going to be interwoven in some situation. And here it is, and I didn't pay enough attention. So that's note to self. Maybe that's note to you as well. Like, if you feel that there's something, like something's tugging at you, something has your attention a little bit more, it is for a cause. It is for something. So pay attention to it. So let me just say this. There's something with the Dragonfly. I mean, Dragonfly for me represents spiritual transformation. If we just start there, spiritual transformation. And usually when I talk about this particular Dragonfly, which is not a dragonfly, do you see that? That's not a dragonfly, right? That is a dragon with fly wings. So it's a hybrid. It's a call it collaboration at its deepest level. DNA collaboration. This is when two species has joined forces. Two or more has joined forces. It's a spiritual transformation. And the story that I heard about the Dragonfly was something along the lines with the process, or like the way that the transformation is happening for the Dragonfly itself as a species, as an animal, was like astounding. It was like the place that it came from and what it went through to sort of come out on the other side as the Dragonfly was like unbelievable. So if you want to, like, do a little research on the Dragonfly and just look into its journey, because here you are, Sagittarius, and you're always my galactic, non-physical, mystical, like, I love your readings always, because there's like something ethereal, something mystical about it that I just adore. Okay, going deeper into this message, what do we have for Sagittarius here? Live life to the fullest. Live life to the fullest. So this is like, and I mean, with the surges going on the planet right now, like so much energy coming to the planet. I don't know if you heard my video about the blue light, which I picked up from Pam Gregory, I think her name is. She was interviewing a person called Nancy Bracca, and they were talking about this blue light. And I've had a connection with these blue light beings like 15 years now, I think. And now it's like coming waves and waves of energy to the planet that is uplifting the whole entire things, and us including. So live your life to the fullest can really mean a lot of things. The transformation can really mean a lot of things. The collaboration in the DNA means a lot of things right now. It's on a very deep level. Five of Ariel. Okay. So we have Four of Raphael. We're going to get into these messages. we have 5 of Ariel, sort of coming out of your, like, this is a journey you don't have to, like, do alone or walk alone. As it said 5 of Ariel, it said 5 on the clock. So it's just really paying attention to the 5 there, which is a great opportunity for change as well. Another Ariel, 8 of Ariel. Stepping into the power of this. Stepping into the power of the change. And a couple more cards. For Sagittarius for the month of December. Hope. It's the Star card. Star card. Hope and healing, basically. We have a 17 there, which is the immortality number, but it adds up to another number 8. Power, strength, infinite impossibilities. What? Infinite possibilities, infinite opportunity. Infinitely impossible. Just never gonna happen. I meant the complete opposite. Second one, sacral chakra. We had this. Passion is coming alive. The chi, like the energy force, is it's starting up. It's healing. You're sort of coming back into your own. Starting to enjoy the path again. So maybe the path has been a little bit stale, stagnant, frozen, cold. And then we have partnerships and alliances. Coming out from like being on your own to really making those connections. Okay, so if we start again, like, I'm just looking at the numbers. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 on the table. So that is like, that's, in numerology wise, that's really gorgeous. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We start here again. So the dragonfly. Live your life to the fullest. This is like on the basis, like this is the basic energy here. That's what's like at the core level of your December month. And this is what it's like, this is what's going to sort of penetrate the energy no matter what you're doing. So this is like the merging of your energies. This is transformation. This is awakening. It's a spiritual awakening, a spiritual transformation. It's a coming together with like-minded people. It's also like an upgrade to your own DNA. It's like a spark in your own DNA that, like, no matter where you're at on your journey, like how fast you move forward, how slow you move forward, how much you are supposed to. Okay, this feels important because it's like, if you were to just be on your own, Sagittarius, and it seems like you have been on your own a lot of the times in your spiritual evolution, it's a feeling here that, you know, if it was just you on this planet, like it was just you, no one else, and we had no one else to take into consideration, there's no one else to think about like in any type of speed, it's just you and your own speed, which is also a truth. But there's something about like waiting for the collective, which in your case is like waiting for your family, waiting for your community, waiting for your children, your parents, your friends, like how it seems like you're the center of the movement. Does that make sense? You're the center of the movement. So you're sort of in the lead of things. Even if it feels like you're withdrawing at times, even if it feels like you're an introverted hermit, you know, that just wants to do your own thing and not mind other people too much. It is still you who is like in the center of the movement of the rest of the collective around you. I'm not talking about the global collective. I'm talking about your community. It's like you're in the center of that. So whatever pace you're moving in, they're catching up to. And sometimes that can feel like, oh my God, that's like too much on your shoulders. Sometimes it's like, why do you have to be the bigger person in every freaking scenario? And sometimes it might feel like you're moving like really fast and you're a little bit annoyed or a little bit frustrated with other people not wanting to move in the same pace. And that's your lesson, like that's your challenge, I would say, and not really lesson, but that's your challenge to figure out like how you move, because you're a teacher, Sagittarius, you're a teacher. And I don't mean like just going to school and teach. You're a teacher to your core, like that's in your cell. To teach others about the transformation and spiritual awakening and all of that. So it's like you're a teacher of that. And sometimes it's like, because you're setting the tone, you're setting the stage, and you can't just sort of bulldoze ahead. You have to sort of feel into where everyone else is at on their own pace. And sometimes that can be frustrating, that people don't move at the same rate as you are. So that's the challenge, to like figure out, okay, how do you evolve, and how do you open up for your own psychic abilities? How do you become more and expand more and be the leader of the pack, so to speak, as Caesar Milan would say when he talks about his dogs. I just compared your community to dogs. How do you navigate that and then navigate the pace of the community? That is a question for you. That is like, and I obviously don't expect an answer because I can't hear it. But it's like, that's what's up. That's what you're dealing with. How can you move at your own pace as quickly as you want and still sort of have people come with you? And when do you know, like, when is it time to let go of those who are actually not interested? It's just not for them this time. Although I feel like every single person is being ignited with higher energy and it's being presented to them, every single person. But because they are, doesn't mean okay, I'm going to compare it to money, because every person can connect to money. Any person knows what money is about. You've had money in some sort of shape or form. So two people are given $1 million. And because you're given $1 million doesn't mean that you're both going to do the exact same thing with the money. Someone might feel really scared and hold on to them for dear life, because it's like, oh my God, I got all this money and I don't know what to do with them. And I don't know, like, I better hang on to them because, you know, it's just going to cause stress for them. And it's actually quite frightening for them to have that much money. And the other person is going to be like, oh my God, this is like such a gift. I can do so many things with this, and maybe invest some, maybe donate some, maybe go out and buy certain things immediately, share them, like, you know exactly what to do. So it's like, just because you're given the same thing doesn't mean you're going to react and act and tend to it in the same way. Is that a good analogy? So because you're given this energy and your person, your friend, your family member is given the same thing, doesn't mean that they necessarily want to use it. They even might be a little bit scared of it. And that's for you to let go of. That's for you to not take responsibility for, and for you not to even be, well, you're allowed to be as upset as you want, but like, for my own, like, I feel like that is the trickiest one. When you see a person, maybe you're like, it's just someone that's just really dear to your heart, and they're just not on your journey. They're just not coming. And sometimes that can be a little bit annoying. It's like, and it's frustrating because you love them and you want them to come, and then they don't. So when do you know? How do you know how fast you move? Like how fast your pace should be, so that your immediate collective your immediate community can follow along? And when do you actually let go of some people? This is your upgrade. So you have to take your own upgrade into consideration first. Okay, so then we have 4 of Raphael, 5 of Ariel, and 8 of Ariel. And seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So if we're starting here, this is like a situation where, I mean, we have the seashells there, and we have the dragonflies again. See the dragonfly? One there and one big one over there. Like they're just swirling around. So it's actually one down here as well. So it's dragonflies again, talking about the spiritual transformation. This is about like really listening, really paying attention to what's going on around you and inside of you, and put your ear to the ground, right? Really, really listen. And it says like seek out other possibilities. So I just feel like for your own sanity, for your own good, for your own self, figure out. So this is the thing, and why you're moving a little bit ahead of everyone else is because when everyone else needs your help, when everyone else needs your guidance, you've already done the math. So it's a rare occasion that you will come into a shift or transformation at the exact same time as your community, as the planet. It's like you're always a little bit ahead when this, like with whatever transformation. So like when everyone else is like starting to just pick up on whatever's going on, you're like, well, I just did that. And here's my advice. Here's my inspirational guidance right now. Like here's what I have for you. And so there's something about like having all this information, having all this what do I call it? Upgrade. For lack of better words, this upgrade. Having access to that right now, there's something with the Four of Raphael that is saying like, is giving you a great opportunity for healing. We had healing and like we have the healing card here, the star card, which is also talking about healing. But it's like you have a great opportunity to really look at yourself and really look at others, helping others at this time. But it comes from you figuring this out yourself first. And this might be like maybe not the first time or first situation ever in your life, but it's a rare occasion that you're almost at the same upgrade as the rest of the people. So it's like it's almost asking you to like, please Sagittarius, guide us. And you're like, I'm in the midst of this upgrade myself. I can't really show you right now because, and it's like, that's going to be so unusual for other people. They might even think that like, what's going on with Sagittarius? Like, why are they behaving that way? Or why aren't they the rock that we're used to? You sort of have to just tune that out for a little bit because you can't listen to them and have your own balance at the same time. And this is asking you to just really get into the magical things that is happening right now. Undergo this transformation with what that these dragonflies are showing, and like really pay attention and listen to your own path. What path are you being shown right now? Have that one down first, and then you can start to like guide others. And four is a heart matter. 4 is laying a new foundation. That's what you're doing. And 5 of Ariel, it's saying you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So just think that for you, this has been a little bit more of a trying time. And that can even be like as much as 3 years back. Like there's been a situation that has happened that has made you withdraw and have you had this upgrade. Like this is what I'm thinking about. Like if people are used to you being such a rock or such you're the one that people are looking to, and then all of a sudden Sagittarius is withdrawing. It's like you have the right to withdraw yourself. You have the right to your own upgrade. You have the right to your own transformation. And what I'm seeing here today is these circles, which are geometry, sacred geometry. I would go look into that. And so there's certain things like you have figured out your physical body, I don't think we ever have come close to figure out our physical body. I think that our physical bodies are just magical entities that we're just barely like scraping the surface to understand. Like it's more that we're afraid of it than anything. We think it needs so much help all the time. You've still like, this is your hand and you know you somewhat what it can do. Like you figured out the physical body to an extent, right? You figured out, like, long story short, you figured out a lot of things. But then I see this new is like being presented to you, this new sacred geometry form. It's even like the geometry is upgrading, and that's why we're upgrading. The DNA is upgrading, and that's why you're going to have sort of a completely different setup in your body. This is something that like you're undergoing a major shift, a major change. Look into the sacred geometry of things, and you don't have to go through this alone. You might have been on a journey that you've been quite lonely, not only alone, but quite lonely at times, because it's lonely at the top, right? That saying, it's lonely at the top because no one else is there. And sometimes you have to walk away from certain people, and that gets lonely as well. Like, you have to leave people behind because they're just not on your journey. And you find out soon enough that like you lowering your energy and you lowering your shine so that it fits other people's journey and pace. It works for a day or two, and then it comes crumbling down because now you're not your authentic self. Though, having all this said, it's like you're on this very, I was going to say questionable journey, but I mean the quite opposite. This is a quest. Like you're on a quest to figure things out. You're on a quest. You're getting more and more information. You're opening up more and more. You're finding more and more. It can be like you're finding magical words, magical numbers, the sacred geometry, new scripture, taking a course that unlocks a lot of things in your body, in your psyche, in your mental mind. Like you're doing a really, really beautiful job at coming from a place of like, what the heck do I do with all this, into starting to put it into practical service, practical use. And 8, like I said, it's a endless impossibilities. Is that what I said? And the eternal list of impossibilities. It's the infinite possibility. It's infinite possibility. It's opportunities coming in. It's strength. It's as above, so below. Like you're creating heaven on earth. It's a magical time in your life. It can feel quite challenging at times because it's so much new things happening. It's so much putting things are coming to its edge. It's coming to its peak for you to look into. Then we have the star card and the sacral. So at first I didn't understand that these two are actually belonging together. So the sacral chakra and the hope card, the star card. The star card represents healing and hope. It's a situation where you're just really going into the deepest of places and healing a lot of things. Healing, I want to say like trauma, like child trauma, ancestral trauma. There's a lot of healing there. You're also healing your sacral chakra. And this, I feel like this has come out a lot of times, but a couple of times, the sacral chakra, which represents like there's a collective passion, a collective speed, or like a joy, or like an energy that is more like flowy. Like we're coming into like a quite adventurous journey. But I think for you in particular, Sagittarius, this is about like healing your sacral chakra. Healing, that can be sexual wounds, that can be creative wounds. Like you feel like you have tried to do something in your life and you failed miserably. Like it was just the biggest fail of all time. But that's how you learn, right? That's how you get back up and how you understand what to do things next time. And you've come such a long way since then. And where your energy has been slowed down, it's like a healing of that now. So if there's whatever has been going on there with your sacral chakra is now being healed. And like, that's why I feel like you're coming back out, like you're coming alive again. Like Sagittarius is coming online. And it's going to be quite the astounding journey for you. And then we have partnerships and alliances. So you are now maybe that you've been waiting on for like forever, like to find your soul tribe, to find your group of people, like to just, it's almost like, I feel this in my life anyway, it's almost like little lights go off in a lot of places right now, so that we can sort of start to find each other. It's like you get like, it's just like you're being drawn into your group. It's like, okay, so now we're being collected, we're gathered, so that we can do whatever we're supposed to do in this world. There's a coming together for sure. Whether you have started to see this, or if you will start to see this in the month of December, only you know that. But this is what's happening. You're drawing people in, and they're drawing you in. There's a meeting of minds right now, whether that is also on the romantic plane, if that is friendships, if that is like on a spiritual, like very spiritually evolved group that is now sort of being collected. It can be one of those, it can be two of those, it can be all of those. It can be all of the things connecting you with other people right now that is like fitting your core energy. And then let's see what Michael has to say about the situation for you. What do you have for Sagittarius, please, for the month of December? Sagittarius. Do we have anything for Sagittarius, please? There you go. Oh, there you go. Okay. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. How perfect is this? Apparently I can't talk. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. So this is what, like, pay attention, pay attention. Pay attention. Put your ear to the ground. Really listen. We have those dragonflies swirling about right now. The big transformation for you, like a spiritual transformation. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. So trust whatever you're feeling. Trust where you're being guided. And the prayer for this card is, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. So you have asked and prayed for this guidance, Sagittarius. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. So there you have the notion that you're the teacher again. And so this is about you learning to trust this path. Whatever you're seeing and hearing and knowing right now is a truth. It is real. It is happening. So trust it to your best ability. Trust what's coming through. And when you have your stuff together, you're going to be the brightest, most gorgeous teacher for others. That's what I have for you, beautiful Sagittarius. Thank you so much for watching. Continue to give likes and subscribes, please. It really helps the channel a lot. Thank you so much, guys.